This grand home has seen any number of guests on all kinds of occasions. Not all of them were lucky enough to pull up in a 1936 Auburn boat-tail speedster. But if they did, they might have had similarly luxurious luggage. Alina Cho in Paris offers us an inside look at one of the world's iconic luxury brands.
Inside a modest building outside Paris, you'll find a museum of sorts.
We made those hats for a collection that was called the Vampire Collection.
Where more than a century of treasures are carefully stored and preserved.
How does it feel to be amongst so much history?
It's intimidating, but here it's always where you can find secrets.
Those secrets are in the hands of Nicolas Ghesquière, the designer shaping the French fashion house of Louis Vuitton.
The story of Louis Vuitton itself is the innovation. The man was the innovator in his process, in his development.
Louis Vuitton, the man, was born in 1821. The young French trunk maker built a company on a simple idea: a flat, stackable trunk. It replaced the old rounded tops and revolutionized travel.
Remember, Simi, no one here can know I am royalty. You must appear to be no different than the average man. I will not say a word.
Vuitton's luggage would become a status symbol and a favorite in Hollywood.
How does an unemployed girl with 3 roommates afford the patchwork denim Boley Louis Vuitton bag?
It's rented.
I'm fascinated that the first was function, and then of course this absolutely exquisite elaboration that define what is luxury.
But isn't that what you do as a designer?
It's what we do. It's that balance between function, craftsmanship, and in the same time looking forward for new ideas and innovation.
That original idea lives on at the Vuitton family home and workshop on the outskirts of Paris.
What is your relationship to Louis Vuitton, the man?
I am the 6th generation of Vuitton.
Pierre Louis Vuitton, the founder's great-great-great-grandson, makes sure those famous trunks are still made, just as they were 172 years ago.
Why is this craft so important in your mind?
When they make a trunk, it's not a trunk for a day, it's not a trunk for a week, it's a trunk for a life.
There's also that calling card. The interlocking LV is among the most recognizable and copied symbols in the world. Today, LV is the world's largest luxury brand.
You have to forget that it's that big, because if you think too much about it, it's too intimidating, because every small decision you make at Louis Vuitton has a massive impact, economically, creatively, in every aspect.
When you're dreaming up a new collection, how much do you think about that original trunk?
Like a little bit of a fairy tale that I like to think about every season is like, let's open one trunk. What can you imagine is inside? What books would be inside? What colors? What memories of a person?
His petite malle, a trunk shrunk to the size of a small clutch, is a bridge from the company's 19th century origins to today.
And it's just big enough to put a phone and some keys.
It was so lovely to see you. I'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Ghesquière gave us a peek at his latest collection, set to show this week in New York.
This is very interesting and exciting.
Sure to make headlines, a collaboration with the estate of the late artist Keith Haring.
It's going to be definitely for the clothes, certainly for the bags.
He says the key is the unexpected.
It could be a classic surprise, a colorful one, or something completely experimental. Fashion sells because people want new things, and not only new, they want to be different.
Because even a house built on history must always look forward.